Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Theslykrow creeping in with another video. How y'all feeling, man? Hope you're having a great year so far. If y'all been into RPGs, you're definitely having a good time. You know, we had FF7 Rebirth and Metaphor recently, so you know, if you guys are into JRPGs, you're definitely eating good this year. But you know, for this video, I want to talk about the Monster Hunter Wilds demo. And you know, apparently there's some people on the Steam forums that are complaining about certain things, but we'll get to that later. But man, listen, Capcom cooked with this one, man. And if y'all thought Dragon's Dogma 2 was good, and that was just the appetizer, bro, because Capcom definitely learned from their mistakes with Dragon's Dogma, and they're finally utilizing RE engine. It feels like in an open world landscape here, with you know the optimization being so good in Monster Hunter Wilds. So off rip, you know, the first few things that I really enjoyed in this one is the fact that you're getting a seamless open world experience. You know, the fact that you can go from the main gathering hub to the zones like immediately is a pretty huge change. And then you also have seamless questing, which is pretty interesting as well. You have a questing guide, the girl that follows with you during your travels, and so you're able to post a quest and join other people's lobby pretty fast as well. You know, apparently there's going to be 100 player lobbies, and you know, 4 people can join. Well, up to 4 people can join in on the hunt, which is pretty cool. And so in this demo, we're greeted with a bit of the story, how the story is going to be played out. You know, I do like the set sequence in the beginning where you're riding the mount into the desert and you have these sandworms, you know, congregating, and you're trying to navigate through the other side of this desert here. This is an on-wheel segment where you have to shoot the pods at the packs of mobs so they disperse and run away. And I found this pretty interesting, and you know, this whole mechanic with the slinger. You have different ammos with the slinger, and depending on the mob, you have to fire away based on the element that you have with on the slinger. So this is a pretty interesting mechanic. You know, we had this mechanic here with this enemy type as well as the bear enemy type, where you have to use the dung ammo type to get rid of the pack of mobs. And usually when you're fighting this bear, he is usually surrounded by a pack of bears with him, like a pack of his tribe. So this new element of, you know, using the proper slinger ammo depending on the enemy types is definitely pretty interesting. And another thing I liked about the slinger is the fact that you get to have a long range source of harvesting materials. So you, if you hold LT and you press circle, or if you're on Xbox, if you press B, you can actually extract from far away, and this is pretty handy. You know, if you're having a hard time extracting certain items, so this is a handy way of extracting there and harvesting. Now we've had a tidbit of how the story is going to be played out. It seems like it's going to be a somewhat of like a light RPG mechanic with the dialogue system. You know, I'm hoping that it is very fleshed out in the main release, but you know, to be honest, the main pull of these type of games is the online, and it looks like if they are gonna have 100 player lobbies, that's gonna be pretty big. And I hope there's gonna be like a clan system. You know, a clan system would go pretty hard on this one too. So we have to see about that. Now let's get into the combat here. And you know, I really enjoyed the new combat additions. We have the new focus mode in the game that grants you an extra move from your standard affair of moves, and the whole ordeal of attacking the weak points of the monster, that's also pretty interesting. And you have a new finisher move if you do land this successfully, so that's pretty cool as well. Now depending on your weapon class, there are new defensive moves and an offensive parry move that you have unlocked as well. You know, if you have the switch axe, for example, if you do the upward swinging motion. You can actually do an offensive parry if you time it at the right timing. And you also have a follow-up if you do the successful parry. You also have a class system, which is also new. And if you have a weapon class that's focused on defense, like for example the lance, or I was using the switchblade recently, and that also had a shield as well. If you parry 3 times successfully with the shield, if you time the block correctly, you actually have a chance of entering a clash with the monster. And this is a pretty good way of making the monster in a dizzy state, or knocking the monster down after you've successfully done the clash. So listen, I've been really impressed with this demo here. It's been Capcom's finest work, especially when you fight that beast enemy and you see all the detailed fur physics and the animation work that's been done on the creature. Like, Capcom cooked with this one, man. And the fact that we have dynamic weather in the biomes, this is looking pretty nice, man. Now, I have to say that the PC version is definitely going to be played over the PS5. With this demo, the performance looked a bit shady on the PS5. But on PC, you also have, additional textures and foliage as well in many areas. And overall, I'm pretty happy with the performance on the RTX 3070. So let's get into our next topic here. And apparently, there's some people online on the Steam forums that are complaining about the Monster Hunter Wild beta and how it's like somewhat of a downgrade compared to Monster Hunter World and the other entries of the franchise. So we have a post here from Small Cthulhu, and he says, very disappointing, it makes me sad, as the title. I know that this is still an early beta, but still it is very sad. Everything about it is a complete downgrade from Monster Hunter World. Performance is terrible, graphics are subpar, their cooking meals cutscene is bland compared to the previous title. The combat is clunky and you basically have to hold down the focus button the entire combat, or else you just start swinging and running off in a different direction. For some reason, potions heal hardly anything, and you need to use almost the entire 10 stack to get the full HP again. I don't get these complaints because like I feel like the Mega Potion is standard in the series, so I don't get this complaint here. And like the fact that he said that the fact that he said that you need to hold the focus button, like I don't really get that at all. Like, if anything, the focus is just an addition to the standard combat system that you have. And like, I rarely use the focus system. I just use it for the extra focus attack. But especially with weapons like the Great Sword or a Charge Blade, for example, you definitely need the focus button for those to land those big hits. But I don't get why he's saying that you have to hold it for the entire combat. That's kind of sus in my opinion, because if anything, this helps you for certain items or certain weapons, but you don't need to use it all the time. So that's the main thing I'm saying. Now, for him to call these graphics subpar, but this man is delusional. Like, I think he gotta go back to World right now and just compare the textures, because this is a night and day difference, bro. Like, the RE engine is putting in work on the Monster Hunter Wilds, the demo here, and yeah, I think it looks really good, especially the monster designs, and your character designs as well looks really good, especially when you see all the other players online in the lobby of the Gathering Hub. Everybody looks clean. Just get an RTX 3070 or AMD equivalent, then you'll be good here on PC. So yeah, guys, Monster Hunter Wilds is gonna be approaching soon in February, late February. So that's gonna be an early surprise of next year. Let me know how you guys feel about the Monster Hunter Wilds beta. Has it met your expectations? Let me know in the comments down below. And this is your boy, Theslykrow. Catch you on the next one, man. Peace.